Tennessee Tech head coach Dewayne Alexander, the Golden Eagles had their open date last week. Back in action, they're going to travel west and take on in-state rival and nationally ranked UT Martin on Saturday. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Well, open date came at a good time for us. It's been a while since we've had one this early in the year, but it did come at a good time and we played 3 non-conference opponents and just gave us an opportunity to really assess our team and kind of where we're at, and had some good practices last week. We're still having, we got starting with this game at UT Martin. We have 8 straight FCS games. We have 5 games in the month of October, which is unusual, starting here October 1st at UT Martin. So it's a big month for us. 4 of those are conference games. We have 4 OVC games in the month of October, starting at UT Martin. So we know we've got a big challenge for us this week, going down to Martin to play and open up our conference play. And we've had a good week last week, and we've started our preparation this week. And we certainly know that we're going to have our hands full playing Jason Simpson and the UT Martin Skyhawks.
Well, before the specifics, your schedule, obviously you started with Kansas, who now, as everybody is talking about, you played Stanford, who is nationally ranked in Commerce, and then now UT Martin's nationally ranked. So it has not been an easy schedule to start for your team.
It's not, but it's the schedule that we have. So, and I've been coaching a long time. This is my 34th season. Whenever I watch Kansas, in person, and especially after we played them and saw them in person, and then, watched our game film against Kansas, I said that they're a good football team, and you could tell. I mean, they brought in some good transfers and quarterback and run and throw. So I really felt like they had a chance to turn some heads and surprise some people, and they did. Texas A&M Commerce played, Sam Houston State, very tough. Went to their place, and we know that that's not an easy place, to go and play. And the week after they played us, and then they had a big blowout win this past week. And then Sanford went to Western Carolina, and had a big win at Western Carolina after the week after they played us. And so we had the lead in that football game, 28-27 with 2.5 minutes left in the game. So, we certainly have played. But competition, I've told our guys, a good competition, that's how you find out who you are. You don't find out, playing people that, it really didn't expose any of your weaknesses or your strengths. Competition really does that. We've played 3 really good teams and feel like we have a good gauge on our team, and we feel really good about our football team. I know UT Martin's done the same thing. They played Western Illinois at home, but went to Boise State, went to Missouri State, who's outstanding, a top 10 ranked team, and played in the FBS school. So UT Martin has played a, very strong schedule to start their season. So, I think the competition has really helped us and will help us certainly going into this game against UT Martin, because they are outstanding. They're a very good football team. They're very physical and again, ranked top 20, top 15 and well-deserved.
What do you think their strengths are? Obviously rushing the ball. They had a lot of rushing touchdowns, and they scored 35 second half points against Lindenwood last week.
Well, I think, the strength of Martin teams in a typical Jason Simpson team is they're always physical. They're physical on both sides of the ball. They do a great job on both sides of the ball, establishing the run, being able to run the football. They have physical offensive line play. They always do. They're always well coached up front on the offensive line, very physical, always have good backs. Zach Wallace is a 6 foot, 220-pound back, and maybe one of the faster guys on the field. He went 97 yards, I think, against Lindenwood. Lindenwood had the ball twice, on the goal line, down the 3-yard line, and couldn't score either time, and turned around and gave up, big plays or big momentum changers in that game. But very physical up front. They can run the ball. They're averaging over 6.5 yards a carry this season, rushing the football. And on the other side of the ball, they're going to make it hard on you to try to run the football. They want to take that away from you, try to get down in distance against you, and then come get after you. And they do a really good. They're only giving up 3 yards a rush. And again, they played very good football teams in doing that. So, they're very physical up front and establish the run and able to take the run away. Defensively, they always can run and hit. Very physical on the defensive side of the ball. So, really, if I could give you one word that would sum up the UT Martin team, would be their physical football team. And that when you go in there to play them.
Every game is important. When it's a Sgt York Trophy game, I know that means something to you all, and you want to take that trophy back. What's it mean when you're playing one of these Sgt York Trophy games?
It means a lot. It always does. I mean, Martin's a team been playing around here for a long time, and we were able to get the trophy back here just temporarily. Had it here for a little bit, had it here for a while, and then of course UT Martin, got it back. I know they've had that thing a lot here since the inception of it, going back in 2007, 2008. I think Martin's had it probably more than anybody in the OVC. But anytime you're playing in-state opponents, these games are fun. I've known Coach Simpson and a lot of guys on his staff for a long time. A lot of players on both teams have some, mid-state and Tennessee ties, in-state ties, which is always big. So anytime you play teams within your own state, it's good. I think it's good for us. It's good for them. It's good for it's good for Tennessee. It's good for the high school football in Tennessee to see players on both teams and play at a high level. So it certainly adds a little extra to it anytime you're playing somebody within state.
Last question, we'll let you go. You said the open day came in at a good time. Is there one area that you think maybe you all really improved in, or is it collective? The whole team took a step forward with the open day.
Yeah, well, our thing just been consistency. We had seen some, man. I told our guys we could put together a highlight tape of our, first few games, offensively and defensively. And man, we've made a lot of plays, a lot of big plays, and that's exciting. We do have the ability to make some big plays and hit some explosive plays on offense, and defensively we've been able to have some tackles for loss and do some exciting things on defense and the special teams, the same way. But on the other flip side of that, we've not been consistent doing that. We have, really focused on, third down. We got to be better on third downs. We got to be on both sides of the ball, and a red zone trying to score touchdowns, defensively trying to force people to kick field goals. That's something we're going to need to improve on and see if we can't. We've done a better job taking care of the football, but really they're just fundamental routine things. There was nothing, super crazy we needed to try to do last week other than just keep doing what we are doing. Just keep your hands on the rope and keep pulling and keep doing the things, doing those routine fundamental things that you need to do, and especially going into a game like this against UT Martin. The next week we go to SEMO. Both those games are going to require you to be really physical at the point of attack on both sides of the ball. You're going to have to block well. You're going to have to tackle well. You're going to have to execute the base fundamentals of the game. And so we had a good week of just focusing on Tennessee Tech, and then hopefully we'll, again, I think have, be fresh and have to go their place to play. And but they're playing a really good football team. But I know our guys are excited about it. And our whole mantra, the last thing that I would tell you is our whole thing for this season is this season's about this season. It's easy to get caught up in all those game notes and things that people send out and last year's record or whatever. Tennessee Tech has won 10 OVC championships in our 75-year history, and those are important to us and they matter. But they're not going to matter in this game with this team. The 2022 team is a team within itself. UT Martin secured the OVC championship at Tennessee Tech in Tucker Stadium on our field last year. And but they had a different team last year. We had a different team last year. They've won OVC championships. We've won OVC championships. But this game is simply about the 2022 Skyhawks and the 2022 Golden Eagles. And that has served us well. It served us well against Sanford. We played very competitive game, played hard that game, and we're certainly, we're looking at this game just as a 1 game, 1 week thing, and then we'll roll up our sleeves and go to the next one. But we know that we're excited about the game. We're going to be prepared for the game. We know we're playing a really good football team, and and we look forward to going down. Looks like we're going to have a great day to play, and we're excited about just blessed and excited to have the opportunity to play college football. It don't get any better to get to go play on a beautiful Saturday against a great opponent. We're excited about the game and excited about going to play.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time this morning and best of luck in that game on Saturday. And we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.